Are you looking to improve your sales without resorting to pushy tactics? Welcome to Sales Made Easy, the podcast that helps you to achieve better sales results and gain long-lasting clients through relational selling. Let's get right into it. I wanted to talk a little bit about energy levels. Who are you attracted to is the question. Do you like to be around people that give off positive vibes, or are people who are really shy and quiet and not making eye contact and definitely have lower vibes? I know who I want to be around, and I get that not every day are we going to feel our best. But think about the fact that we're in business, we're serving the public. Who does the public want to react with? And if we think that they want to react with people who are always themselves, so if we're grouchy, it's okay to be grouchy, I'm going to ask you to reconsider, because who wants to deal with anyone that's grouchy? That may be who you really are in that moment, but we have to recognize that we're on the stage. When we're in business or we're in sales, we're on the stage. Some people will say you need to fake it until you make it. Well, I'm not necessarily agreeing with that, but we do need to put on our best face. Even people like Tony Robbins, who comes across with always having a massive amount of energy and positivity. What does Tony Robbins do before he goes on stage? He's not thinking about his life's problems. He's not thinking that I'm a little under the weather, I'm a little grouchy today. He recognizes that thousands of people or hundreds of people have spent lots of thousands of dollars to see him in action. So can we take something away from that? Tony Robbins, I've never seen him live, but I hear he has the music he listens to. He puts himself into a different state so he can be his best self for the people he's serving. Can we do something similarly? I think we can. So if we're not feeling up for it, and maybe we're a little down, maybe something negative's happened, maybe we lost a client, maybe we didn't get something we expected, maybe we're going through a financial crisis, whatever the situation is, our clients don't care about that. They care about themselves. And when they ask us how our day is, and if we say, well, I've got all these problems, my kids are a wreck, I'm not feeling good, but I'm here anyway to see you. Well, does that make them feel good, or is that kind of like laying a little bit of a guilt trip? And I've heard it all. People will say different things. I'm just suggesting if superstars like Tony Robbins has to put on their game face, then we in turn might want to consider that. And I can think of an example. Recently I was at a chamber event, and there was a person there that was magnetic with her energy. Now, I wanted to be around that person. I said, we have to meet. I met with a person and found out their energy isn't always at that level, but their energy was still very good. But I could now relate to the person, have a conversation, and sense that they put on their game face when they need to put on their game face, and when they can have a serious conversation and maybe they're a little bit under the weather, or we can ask them questions and they tell us what is really on their mind, that's okay too. But I think you get the point. When we are serving the public, who does the public want to work with? And I'm thinking they want to work with positive people who have good vibes, that are there and look like they want clients, versus people that may be a little grouchy and showing their true self in the moment. And that may turn people off, and they may not understand, right? They may say something like, that guy Harry, and I had people say this about me before. They said, your persona is different today. Now, when they tell me that, that's not necessarily a compliment. So, that's when I, I had to evaluate what was I presenting myself as when I was going into some meetings. So the suggestion is, give it some thought anyway. My opinion, are we putting off good vibrations? Are we showing that we want to serve the public and that people will really want to be around us? It's all part of serving. Sometimes we don't have to put ourselves first. We have to put others first and put on our game face. Make sure your game face is on. Thanks for listening to Sales Made Easy. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, you're invited to join the Facebook group Sales Training Selling with Dignity. Serve first, the selling will follow.